All right. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Shalom, Israel. It's your brother Shan back again. Uh, at the, Slocky, I was dealing with a lot, so Slocky for that. Just, I don't know why the camera is like that, but I guess I'll just rock with it. Salakia for the hiatus. Was dealing with certain things, but I got to keep my hand on the plow. So all praises to the Most High. So we all here. I'm there with another much important topic in the Israelite community. And Salakia, and without further ado, let's start the show. So, Shalom Israel, it's your brother Shalom Al Kassad, giving all thanks to the Most High Yahweh and his beloved son Hamashiach Yahushua. Today is Tuesday, July 14th, 2026. And today's lesson, we're dealing with relationships, courtships, marriage, you know. And this is something that's a very important topic to touch on in the Israelite community because there's a lot of stuff that goes on that a lot of folks um, tend to overlook, you know what I'm saying, or steps that they may skip as far as like dealing with relationships and long-term marriage, long-term relationships and stuff like that, So this is something that is very much needed, and I hope that you guys are edified. So now just do a little quick housekeeping. Please as you come in, please like and share the stream. Baba Kasha, Baba Kasha, Baba Kasha, Baba Kasha. You know what I'm saying? And also, please give me feedback if the sound is good. Please give me feedback on the sound quality of the mic, the sound system, or and the videos that I may play for the show. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Marriages, relationships. You know what I'm saying? Something that that many us folks desire and want. You know what I'm saying? As the way how the Most High created us. You know what I'm saying? You know, to some extent or another, we all desire companionship. We all desire long-term relationships, marriages, or marriage. You know what I'm saying? But the problem is that a lot of us in this modern time we tend to um, overlook things or do things the wrong way, which in turns ultimately jacks us up and put us in jacked up positions. And today's lesson is a way how we could minimize that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not a panacea of it's to cure everything, but it will mitigate and minimize a lot of the problems that a lot of folks may make in this walk as a Hebrew Israelite. But without further ado, let's get to the scriptures. Salakia. Do, 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 do. Uh, mm, mm, mm. All right. Colossians 3 and verse 17. And whatsoever ye do in word or deed, do all in the name of the Lord Hamashiach Yahushai, giving thanks to the Most High Yahweh and the Father by Him. So yeah, anything that we do, we are supposed to be doing it for the upliftment and the glorification of Hamashiach Yahushai. You know what I'm saying? Period, point blank. You know what I'm saying? Anything outside of that is confusion and wickedness. You understand what I'm saying? And that's even includes how we conduct ourselves in relationships. You know. So let me read that again. Colossians 3 and 17. And whatsoever ye do in word or deed, do all in the name of the Lord Hamashiach Yahushai, giving all thanks to the Most High Yahweh and the Father by Him. So yeah, and anything that we do, we got to do to the upliftment and glorification of Hamashiach Yahushai. Period, point blank. You know what I'm saying? Period, point blank. No other way around that. You know what I'm saying? There's no other way around that. You know what I'm saying? And if we're doing this topic of marriage, there's several things that we need to understand. So I used some of the points on my last show, but I kind of refined some of it, and also have several several video aids and that will further drive the point home so that folks can understand of um, how we supposed to conduct ourselves in as far as courting and relationships. So let's start off with point number one. Courting and marriage, point number one. Make sure that you are emotionally and mentally healed before you even think about entertaining a new relationship or marriage. Seek therapy or counseling if you have to. You understand what I'm saying? That's first and foremost. Make sure you're healed. Once you come into the faith, you know what I'm saying? Whatever jacked up relationships that you might have dealt with when you was out in the world dealing with Nug and Pookie and Man and them. Listen, you have to. You can't be like that anymore. You know what I'm saying? You can't bring the trauma of you dealing with Man, you dealing with Pookie into the truth. You know what I'm saying? And if Man, Pookie, Thuggo, Pistol Pete and them, you know what I'm saying? If being in a relationship with them damages you that much, you really should not be bitter. No. It damaged you that much, you should go to counseling. You should go to therapy. And probably should fall back from the dating scene altogether. Period. You know what I'm saying? So let me get my first video, which is going to show like the kind of damage, emotionally damaged, people out there talking about they still want relationships. And it's a doozy. So let me see if I can find it. I know I brought it up. Just give me a minute. Slakia. Damn. Damn. I just pulled it a couple of days ago, preparing for the show. Well, let's go. Let's go to the first one. Not the first one. Shit. All right. Let's switch. I'm gonna switch gears. Let me go to another video. Let me go to another video. I know YouTube might ding me for this because it's someone's show. So, we're gonna play. Let me see. This video from what's the sister Leslie Jones. She gave her take on relationships a couple years ago. Slakia. And was pretty much on that bitter Betty time. And listen, your girl needs help. And let me just say this: fair use, fair use. I mean, YouTube might try to ding me anyway, but fair use.
You seem fearless. I'm like, the one area I get so scared in is like, this is weird, but dating. I get really uncomfortable. No, I become an idiot. Like I'm so comfortable in my skin, and then you go on a date, and I'm like, what the hell did I just say?
Yeah, especially now, and men.
Are you good?
And see that's what I'm saying. That the whole what she first said was men suck. You know what I'm saying? And that might be a class by itself, but like the whole listen, the whole how can I say it? For sisters, when you come into the faith, all this man hating and man bashing shit really is really not gonna help you. Let me just say that right now. You know what I'm saying? You finish your last relationship ended, and you're looking for a new relationship or marriage with a man of the Most High. All this man hating shit that has to go. That has to go.
Are you good at it?
I am not good at dating at all because I judge so hard. If you do certain things, I'd be like, I don't like you. If I look at your hand, I'd be like, your hand's too small. No. I don't like the way he grabbed his coffee. No.
Oh my God, I have a friend like you.
I just be like.
And see that. Listen, all that is unhealed trauma, unhealed. You know what I'm saying? Unhealed issues that she hadn't gotten taken care of.
Could be certain things I'd be like, yep, no, I don't like you.
Yeah.
No, you don't take baths. No.
No, must have been a musician.
Yeah,
Sorry.
It's just so crazy, especially now. Like
Shalom, brother Yashuan. Let me know if y'all can hear the video, Baba Kashaw, and the sound of the mic. Let me know if you guys can hear me.
And I'm famous, right?
Yeah.
You know, when you get famous and and you're a woman and you're successful, the first thing they think is what? You're gay.
Oh, it's so funny. I get that now that I'm single. People
really?
Think, yeah. And I don't really care either way. I'm into men, but I don't really care what people think. But I get that.
I will say it. I love men.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. That's like it. YouTube kind of been out of pocket all these goddamn commercials lately. It's lucky about that. Okay.
I don't love a stupid man. Okay?
Wait. Let's see what you said then.
Will say it. I love men.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
But I don't love a stupid man. Okay? And I done got to the point in my life where I really want what I want in my life because I have worked so hard for my peace. If you can't be with my peace, you can be with the door.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. What exactly is your peace, quote unquote? What exactly is your peace? Kissing your ass, being a yes man. being a simp, being a sucker, letting her boss you around. Because obviously, you get a woman like her, she's gonna be the breadwinner, which means that you gonna have to tolerate getting talked down to and get talked to any kind of how. So, what exactly does she mean by that? You know what I'm saying? She gonna have to expound on that. Let's continue.
Yeah, if you, and I'm really like, I think I've been by myself so long that, like, first of all, I hate the term feminine and masculine energy. I hate that term so much.
I think we have both.
And see that the reason why she hates it because she gets called out a lot for being masculine. Ladies, once you come into the faith, again, you gotta let all your unhealed trauma go. You have to let it go. You know, always having your guard up because of what Pookie and Man did to you in the world. Listen, if you're that traumatized by it, go get therapy, go get counseling, go get healing. Don't bring that into faith with you and think some guy gonna tolerate you being a masculine woman. That's not gonna happen.
Like
we all have all of that.
Yeah. Hate it.
Yeah.
Oh, you're in your masculine area. Well, why don't you get in yours?
See, that tit for tat area. No, that tit for tat energy. No man likes that shit. No man likes that shit. Let's please understand this. No man likes that.
Find it. And I think we have those.
I'm sick of it. I'm sick of men telling me, oh, well, you know, you hardcore. Yes, I am. I am.
Can you handle it?
Oh, well.
And see, that's what I'm saying. She's hardcore. Yeah, because she's very defensive and very bitter. You can see that's a bitter woman because she's up there in age and still has a husband. So yeah, obviously she's gonna feel some type of way. Obviously she's gonna have her guard up. But if you want to attract a man, a good man, a righteous man, again, you got to let all that hurtful shit go. If not, no man's gonna want to be with you. Let's continue.
Yeah. What you bringing to the table? I am the table.
Hey, you see that? Listen, man. When you hear a woman talk like that, just head for the hills, man. Just head for the hills. That you know, just head for the hills. Because you already know, again, if you get a woman like her, 9 times out of 10, she's gonna be the breadwinner because she's in Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? And which only means one thing, that listen, she gonna make all the money, which means she gonna talk down to you and treat you any kind of how. You know what I'm saying? So that whole I am the table that sisters like to throw in men's faces. Hold on. Hold on. Let me just say it like this. A lot of you sisters, that whole throwing in men's faces, I am the table. Listen, that shit is a turn off. That shit is a turn off. Understand that. And rest in peace, Kevin Samuels. But one point he always brings out is that men, at the end of the day, we really don't give a fuck how much money you make. How you know what I'm saying? Because we know at the end of the day, it's not ours. We don't care about that. When we ask what you bring to the table, we're talking about attributes. Because relationships are a give and take. I give you something, you give me something. I take something from you, you take something from me. So I don't know why the modern woman in 2026 get so bent out of shape when they hear that question. Maybe because a lot of them know they ain't got shit to offer besides ass. And that can only go up so far. Oh yeah, it's gonna be one of those kind of shows. So strap in. And look at that. All the bitch made, effeminate men, the soy boys, the cucks, all giving her a goddamn standing ovation. Man, stop it.
I don't understand. I don't understand why you wouldn't want a woman like me. I am successful. I'm rich. I can fight.
Yeah, because you're masculine as hell. You're masculine as hell. If you're more feminine, maybe if you took etiquette classes on how to be more feminine and dainty, like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you'd pull somebody. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe the roles, the roles that you take in Hollywood shows you masculine. Now, I mean, listen, I'm not gonna lie. Listen, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm going off, but listen, she looks decent here. She looks decent here. She looks very nice here. You know what I'm saying? But oh boy, Slakia, she looks very decent here. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, most of the times in Hollywood when she got popular, what was her hairstyle? That whole that mohawk thing where her hair all spiked up, that's masculine as fuck. Like which man wants that shit? Which man wants that? For a long time she was rocking that. And then recently she just now starts switching it up and dressing more feminine and stuff. You know what I'm saying? She got a long skirt on. She got her braids. She looking all right, but guess what? In her face, you can see she's very bitter because what? She still hasn't been picked yet. You know what I'm saying? And that will do that to you, ladies. All that I don't need a man stuff. Listen, it's good now when you're 20. It's good now when you're 30. Maybe in your 40s, that's when, but to my understanding, she's in the 50s. You know what I'm saying? And still talking like this. You know what I'm saying? A lot of that shit is bitterness. A lot of that shit is bitterness. And Salakia, not for nothing. Again, if I'm going on Salakia, but right here she looked decent, and not for nothing. As horrible as that movie was, Coming to America too. Salakia, that scene when she first went to Africa and they put her in a nice African traditional African dress and with the head wrap and stuff, and she got her makeup done. She was looking all right. I'm not gonna lie to you. She was looking all right. Listen, I'm not even gonna hold you. And listen, under certain how can I say it? Under certain circumstances, on a slow Tuesday, she'd have gotten them cheeks clapped. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But again, what fucks it up for her is the fact that she's masculine as fuck. You can't be like that, ladies. So let's continue.
Like, it's not gonna be.
Now, see, listen, she looks nice here. But again, what messed it up with her is her attitude.
You go, like, if somebody attack us in the parking lot, I'm be like, go get the car while I handle these three thugs.
I wish I were like, I'm like so.
And that's pretty much the end of that. You know what I'm saying? But listen, she's, you know what I'm saying? That's a perfect proof of point number one. Listen, you can't, if you call yourself a husband, you know what I'm saying? And, if you call yourself a husband or brothers, if you want a wife, listen, again, go back to point number one. Make sure you are emotionally and mentally healed before you even think about entering a new relationship or marriage. Seek counseling or therapy if you have to. Listen, what you saw right there is bitterness. Maybe pain from her ex-husband or her ex-man. Or the fact that she's up there in age and still hadn't gotten a husband yet. Matter of fact, let me look. Yeah, she's 58. She's almost 60. You know what I'm saying? She's almost 60. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, she's talking all that stuff now because yeah, you're almost 60 years old and you still don't have a husband. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And someone she needs counseling. She needs a lot of counseling. She needs a lot of therapy because there's a lot of hateness, a lot of hatefulness, a lot of anger, a lot of resentment. Maybe men might have did her dirty in the past. She might have wasted her time giving her love to a man that wasn't about shit. You know what I'm saying? Listen, a lot of you ladies have done that, and it's like instead of getting the mental healing and the spiritual, emotional, and mental healing that you need, a lot of you ladies and brothers too call yourself want to get into a new relationship while still carrying the past trauma and pain. That's not gonna happen because all you're gonna do is mess that relationship up too. Please understand that. Slakia, Shalom Tahara, hope all is well. Sister Hop one. And LOY Detroit, Shalom. Please let me know if the sound is good. Let me know if you can hear the video and stuff like that. Baba Kashah, like the stream. If you haven't already, like it, like and share. Baba Kashah. Now let me try to look for the second video that was because it's a second video of another young lady that called herself she want a husband, she want to get married, she want a relationship, but it's like, you're a bitter Betty, and you can't listen. That's not gonna work. Like it, give me give me a minute, Bob Shaw. I had the video too. I actually pulled it up. I even had. If I can't find them, just simply move on to the next topic. Okay. Damn. Okay. All right. I'll just get to my second scripture. Slakia. It'll come to me. If not, I'll just bring it in the next show. So Romans 10:2. Next scripture, Romans 10:2. Salakia for that. Slakia 12:2. Always get it. Always get those scriptures mixed up. Slakia. All right. Romans 12:2. Oh, let's start at 1. Romans 12:1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable, holy, acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove that what is good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High. So yeah, listen, if you calling yourself wanting a marriage in the Hebrew Israelite community, listen, you gotta renew your mind. You gotta renew your mind. You know, you can't do the same shit that you did in the world, man. You know what I'm saying? Which goes to point number 2. Your standards on what you want for a spouse should change when you come into the faith. Do not choose a spouse with the same carnal mindset you did in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, you can listen. Your standards has to change, ladies. You can't have if your standards with the 6 feet 6 inches, 6 figures. Listen, you can't bring that into the faith. You know what I'm saying? Especially the fact, to me, I gotta say this: the height standard is one of the most dumbest shit ever. Especially if you're a woman on the short side. If you're 5'2", what difference does it make if a man is 5'10" or 6 feet? The man is taller than you. Period. Like that goofy shit that a lot of you sisters do, I really don't get that nonsense at all. And a lot of you ladies have will and have missed out on good husbands or good potential husbands, carrying the carnal mindset. Like you see with the show Pop the Balloon. You know what I'm saying? Like you see women pop the balloon on men for the dumbest nonsense, for the dumbest reasons, and still not able to find anybody. If you calling yourself wanting a relationship or a marriage in the Hebrew Israelite community, you cannot move the same way as you did in the world. Your standards should change. Same thing with you brothers. Same thing with you brothers. You come into the faith, you cannot have the same standards that you did in the world. You know what I'm saying? She don't have to be 36, 34, 36. You understand what I'm saying? Because all right, let's say at the shorty your ideal woman is a size, I don't know, 10. Listen, if a size 2 came, if a size 2 came up and she's a virtuous woman, you turn her down. Listen, you're gonna look stupid. You understand what I'm saying? And the same in reverse. If your size is a size maybe a 4 or size 6, and a sister, a virtuous sister that might be a size 16, I mean, it is what it is. Was feeling you and wanted to be with you. You know what I'm saying? You can't be like, you're not really my type. I really like slimmer women. I said, give her a shot. What you got to lose? What do you have to lose? You know what I'm saying? But if you're gonna be carnal and get with a woman for the wrong reasons, you know what I'm saying? You have the wrong jacked up standards that you did in the world. The only thing that's gonna happen, you're gonna pick a woman for the wrong reasons.
Did it? Hey.
For the wrong reasons. You might want a woman that got all them yams. You know what I'm saying? But the Most High said you a woman that got a small booty. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Or you might like a woman with
Did it? Hey.
You know what I'm saying? A big double D's. I'm just throwing numbers out here. But the Most High might send you a virtuous woman that might, be on the tidy titty committee. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll be a fool to turn her down. You'd be a damn fool to turn her down. You know what I'm saying? So let's read that. Let's read the script. Read that again. Romans 12:2, and be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High. Yeah, listen, you come to this faith, you got to change. You want a wife and you're a Hebrew Israelite, you got to change. You want a husband, you're a Hebrew Israelite, you have to change. Renew your mind. I mean, yeah, sure, of course, we all want someone attractive, but you know, you're how could I say this? Your standards of what you want to make shouldn't completely match someone that's in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like for brothers that's doing the ministry, your standards shouldn't completely match, you know, Thuggo, you know, man from the block. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, sure, we all like a curvaceous woman, but if it's like this woman, the woman carries on herself this way, and Nug likes that, if you like that too, listen, that might be a problem. That might be a problem. You might have to examine yourself. You might have to examine yourself. You know what I'm saying? If Nug in the world like them rah chicks, and you a man in the faith and you like them too, yeah, that's gonna be a problem. Because you need to be looking for a woman that's gonna be, you know, submissive, humble, have her head on straight, not moving reckless. You know what I'm saying? You know that's how you got to move. And let me go to point number 3. You cannot move as reckless as you did as you were in the world. The scripture should be the guide how you conduct yourself in a marriage. You know what I'm saying? You can't move reckless. And that's one of the pit traps that a lot of our people have fallen into. And throughout, it says, yeah, balance is key. You got to have balance. You got to have balance in everything. You can't move as reckless as you did in the world. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to end up looking stupid. You know what I'm saying? And again, listen, you have to, oh my God, this damn mosquito. Listen, what's the scripture in the Apocrypha? You got to prove them. Prove them first. You know what I'm saying? Listen, again, like I said last show, a lot of folks out here, especially in the faith, you get lonely. You know what I'm saying? You might get, you know, hard up. You know what I'm saying? And you know, you may want a spouse, but listen, you got to prove who you're dealing with. Because the absolute last thing you want to do is to be out here trauma hunting. Understand that. That's the last thing that you want to do. To be out here trauma hunting. Because at the end, it's just going to make you look foolish. And, oh, man, this is, oh, boy. Matter of fact, yeah, this is wild video that I saw like earlier this month, man. It's really off. And yeah, you guys need to see this shit. You guys need to see this. Okay. Now, this show, apparently there's this new show. I didn't know about it, but there's this new show that's called something being pregnant or something like that. I'm about to check the comments on it, but Basically, what's going on here is a 40-year-old woman that some way somehow hooked up with a 19-year-old guy and got pregnant. Just watch the disaster.
At 4.5 months pregnant, Jackie refuses to tell her parents and colleagues that she is carrying the baby of a 19-year-old. What can I do to help out for household expenses?
I give up my whole check, Jackie. I don't need no money. I'll give it all up.
You don't need any money because you live with me.
It seems like you hate me.
Wait, let me know if you guys can hear it. I know the sound is like kind of like staticky, but let me know if you guys can hear it.
4.5 months pregnant, Jackie refuses to tell her parents and colleagues that she is carrying the baby of a 19-year-old. What can I do to help out for household expenses?
I give up my whole check, Jackie. I don't need no money. I'll give it all up.
You don't need any money because you live with me.
It seems like you hate me for some reason. I don't know.
Jeremy, I'm starting to strongly dislike you.
Okay,
Not enough,
nothing
Jeremy.
I'm giving you.
I can't.
Nothing. We're on our way to work. We have to solve this issue before we get to work and each other. Because we can't keep living like this, man. I asked you specifically, can you tell me when the baby comes out after all this? If you want to be with me or not, don't push me, baby. Do you love somebody else, man? Are you serious?
I don't love anybody else, but I certainly don't love you.
The way that
Now you hear this dumb shit? Do you hear this? Do you hear this? Exhibit A, we're trauma hunching. You're hunching just for the sake of hunching. First of all, let's speak of the elephant in the room. Why are you, as a 40-year-old woman, with a 19-year-old boy? Let's get that out the way. Because she probably got with men her age, probably did her dirty, never got trauma and never got the counseling therapy that she needed. And instead of she get with a man with understanding, she do like what, I hate to say it, what some of these other goofy bitches her age do. Oh, let me get me a YN. So you get one of these YNs fresh out of high school, don't even know his ass from his elbow. And because you hard up in trauma hunching, you giving them the cheeks. And now you get pregnant. You get pregnant. And now all of a sudden, I don't know if I like you anymore. Get the hell out of here, bro. Like, what? Again. All right. Chat participation. Let me put a one in the chat if you want me to keep it 1,000. Put a one in the chat. Chat participation. Because listen, that oh my God. All right. All right. I see ones. Okay. Ones. All right. All right. Here goes. All right. See, one of the main problems I have with modern dating, yeah, I get it. It's hard to meet someone. It's hard to, find someone you get along with, find someone that's worth a damn. Trust me, I get it. In the same boat myself. You know what I'm saying? But if there's one thing I would never, ever be okay with, is this whole stance, with this whole movement where a man and a woman get together, they start hunching, and before the baby is here, she gets pregnant, and before the baby even gets here, they're no longer together. And in some cases, which really, really pisses me off, the pregnancy lasts longer than the entire relationship. I would never be okay with that shit. Ever. I don't give a damn how much this society try to popularize that shit or make that the norm. I would never be okay with that shit. Or the other thing they would do is people get together, trauma hunch, they don't prove each other, and then she gets pregnant, and at some point in the relationship, they break up, they're no longer together, and before the baby even turned maybe 1 or some cases 2, she off looking for the next rod, which is completely an abomination. I will never be okay with nonsense like that. This is a perfect example of not proving who you're dealing with. Let's rewind this. Matter of fact, so, well, we're gonna come back to this, but let's get the scriptures. In the Apocrypha, Sirach, chapter 6, verse 7. If thou wilt get it for friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him. For some man is a friend for his own occasion, and would not abide in the day of thy trouble. And there is a friend who being turned to enmity, and with strife will discover thy reproach. Again, some friends is a companion at the table and will not continue in the day of in the day of thy affliction. So yeah, listen. If you out here, you getting with somebody, y'all trauma hunching, y'all hunching. Hold up. You know what I'm saying? And y'all not even getting a chance to know each other, know the likes, the dislikes. To know how each other deal with conflict, and hard times and stuff like that. But the sex is great. Listen, if that's how you're moving, you're gonna run into problems like this. Understand that. You're going to run into problems like this. As you see on the video, I'm gonna play it again, but as you can see, the dude is kind of like a stand-up dude and wants to do right. You know what I'm saying? As you know what I'm saying? He seemed like he's a stand-up dude and want to do right. As you can see, she basically, it looks like she just pretty much checked out of the relationship already. You understand what I'm saying? She looked like she'd already checked out. So for ladies and for the brothers, when you meet somebody and y'all first like each other and stuff, want to get to know each other, but one thing you have to understand is you have to learn how your potential suitor, your potential mate deals with difficult times. For you brothers, you might have some money, you might have some bread. You might have a great job. You get with a woman that's cool, you know what I'm saying, when you was whining and dining her and spoiling her with trinkets and stuff like that. But you know what I'm saying, you need to get to know her of how she's gonna react when the money starts flowing. That's something you have to keep in mind. You understand? Same thing with you ladies. You know what I'm saying? Like you might get with a brother. You may like him. He may like you. You know what I'm saying? He whining, dying you. You know what I'm saying? You know, you feeling him, you crushing on him and all that. But you need to know, like, how he's gonna react in difficult times. And one of the difficult times, how number one, you need to know how your man reacts under pressure. Can this man handle pressure? Can this man handle difficult times? Or he's gonna run away. You know what I'm saying? One of the ultimate ways to test the metal the metal of a man is, you know, pregnancy. Y'all may be dealing with each other and stuff, and y'all hunching. You get pregnant, you know what I'm saying? You need to know how the father's gonna react. You understand what I'm saying? And the video that I showed you last time, I'm gonna try to see if I have enough time I can play it again. Where this lady got pregnant with this Pookie 2/3 nigga, and you know, she give birth to baby. The baby's here, and she tell him that she needs help with the baby, and he telling her he don't want the kid. He don't want to be a father. All that need to be discussed before y'all get there, and that's another thing. Have the difficult discussions. Have the uncomfortable talks. You know what I'm saying? Do you have what was it? Do you have now? Do you want children? Do you want a family, or do you want any more kids? How do you deal with pressure? You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Because if all y'all gonna do is you know, just hunch for the sake of hunching, and because, you know, being around each other because you like each other's company and not take the time to get to know each other, you know what I'm saying? When shit hit the fan, you won't have moments like this. So let me read the scripture again. Salakia. Yes. Sirach 6 and 7. If thou would get a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him. But some man is a friend for his own occasion, and will not abide thee in the day of trouble. So yeah, all for you ladies, you might have a guy there that just dare to get some cheeks. You know what I'm saying? Just dare to get sex from you. And the minute you get pregnant, he's out the door. You understand what I'm saying? Or you might add dudes that all they're trying to do is add another notch to their belt, or how many women they smashed. Brothers, you might have ladies that that all she out here for is to have a man pay all her bills and trick on her. And the minute you go broke, or the minute the money slows down, she's gone. Yeah, there's a lot of the people out there like that. And sad to say, there's some of those people in our community. Verse 9, and there's a friend that's being turned to enmity, and strife will discover thy reproach. Again, some friend is a companion at the table, and will not continue in the day of thy affliction. You know what I'm saying? So that's something you need to understand. Now let's go back to this video and finish it out. All right, let me play it again from the top and hear the lady's commentary.
At 4.5 months pregnant, Jackie refuses to tell her parents and colleagues that she is carrying the baby of a 19-year-old.
What can I do to help out for household expenses? I'll give up my whole check, Jack.
And that's what I'm saying. That's a tall order for her to ask her damn 19-year-old to help out her house expenses. Let's get one thing clear here. At the age of 19, The only thing that a man, the only thing that unless he's a rapper or an athlete, basketball, football, soccer, baseball, whatever. At 19 years old, you're just starting out, so you're not gonna have money off top. And for most men at their age, the only thing that that's gonna have is what's the saying? Hard rod and bubble gum, and they all out of bubble gum. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what the hell she was thinking, entertaining that dude. You know what I'm saying? And it's not to shade the young fella, but like seriously, you know what I'm saying? And just a little a little FYI, most men do not hit their financial peak of earnings until they're about 50 or 60, around 50, 60 years old, around that age. So you want a man that has it like that, you should be looking for men that age, established men, hardworking men. Not a dude like a year out of high school. Like, what's wrong with you? You understand what I'm saying? But again, as you can see, that woman, she obviously got some mental and emotional issues. Let's just get that out the way. But let's continue.
I don't need no money. What is? I'll give it all up. You don't need any money because you live with me. It seems like you hate me for some reason. I don't know,
Jeremy, I'm starting to strongly dislike you.
Yeah, you're strongly starting to dislike a dude that you just hunched and got pregnant by. Like, what kind of foolishness is this?
Okay, nothing I'm giving you. Nothing. We're on our way to work. We have to solve this issue before we get to work and each other.
And you see that he's really trying to like work things out and stuff, and she just really checked out and probably ready to hop on the next rod. Again, unhealed mental and emotional trauma.
We can't keep living like this, man. I asked you specifically. Can you tell me when the baby comes out after all this? If you want to be with me or not, don't push me, baby. You love somebody else, man? Are you serious?
I don't love anybody else, but I certainly don't love you.
And see, that's manipulation, man. That's manipulation, and that's something that's gonna get addressed later. That's manipulation. Nobody else, but I don't love you right now. Like, what kind of nonsense is that? You know what I'm saying? The Mossad gonna deal with women like that. And brothers, these are the type of women you need to avoid.
The way that Jackie spoke to Jeremy was absolutely horrible. So Jackie, she's a 40-year-old woman. She already has two daughters, and she was starting dating this guy named Jeremy at her job. I believe at the time he was only 18 years old. When she got pregnant by him, he was 19. So to me, she's like a predator. Throughout the episode, she spoke to him with disrespect. She spoke to him like a child. He's old enough to be her son. So for her to feel that she can treat somebody like that is just absolutely heartbreaking. I'm not sure if he had family, but for her to basically go after this young man was just absolutely disgusting. This is called Secretly Pregnant. It's season 1. You can find this episode on Discovery Plus or TLC.
So that's the name of the show, Secretly Pregnant. And the thing is that she didn't want her friends and family to know that she got knocked up by a 19-year-old. You know what I'm saying? Which, yeah, because they're gonna look at you like you're stupid.
And I believe her daughters are like around 13 or 9, so they're close to his age. So to me, she doesn't have discernment. And to me, he sounded more mature than she did. Please like, share, comment, and follow for more content. The show is called Secretly Pregnant. It's season 1 on Discovery Plus. You can also find it on TLC, and you can also find it on Hulu.
So yeah, that's the end of that train wreck. And see that's where you see what can happen when you don't prove that the person that you're dealing with. I'm told right, yeah, she cold with it, but listen, she might be a narcissist. But again, he would have saw the red flags if he wasn't so horned up. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. Like see, the thing is, I feel bad for him because he fell into the trap because at that age, 19-year-old, at 18, 19, all you focusing is ass and titties.
Titties! Hey.
That's all on your mind 24/7. And for most brothers that they can, they try to nail down, anything that's trying to give them some cheeks. Know what I'm saying? Just keep it real. So, he had the job. He meet her. She throwing some rhythm, and he like, hey, yeah, maybe I could get this. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But again, how can I say this? A lot of you ladies, you do not, for you ladies, you should not be able to, first of all, that whole deal with YNs, that's all. Stop doing that shit. Stop doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? And matter of fact, if anything, again, you should be seeking a. Matter of fact, if anything, you should be seeking a man of understanding. You know what I'm saying? Especially with all the shit that's going on these last days, you need to seek a man of understanding. So a YN shouldn't even be on your radar.
Just who the hell is this nigga you feels the need to entertain?
Yeah, why are you entertaining Pookie and Nug Nug? Why are you entertaining someone that all they got for you is hard meat? Why? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And then when you get with him, and then you get your fill of rod, and then when it's not doing it for you anymore, and you want something more, and he can't offer it to you. You know what I'm saying? Then you all bitter and disgruntled, and you know what I'm saying? And now you got an attitude. Like, stop it. Stop it. You know what I'm saying? Let's stop that shit. You know what I'm saying? Prove them first. That's what the scripture said. Prove them first. If not, you gonna be like sisters like this lady here. You know what I'm saying? Or let me look for the one from last week. That not last week. Sorry. What the hell was that? Yeah, a lot of these damn videos be playing. Let me search for the one from last time. For those that haven't seen it, I'm gonna show it again, or those who want to see it, I'm gonna show it again so you guys can understand. What's also out there. Oh, there we go. All right. This wait. All right. All right. This is the video that I shared for my last show, which is also imperative for this show. What's going on here is this. Again, this lady got with this Nug, this Pookie. Drama hunted as always, and she did. For some reason, she didn't find out till later that he didn't want a relationship with her. He didn't want the kid. All he just wanted to do was hunch. All right. Again, it's egregious and it's gonna piss you off.
No, you forcing me to do this shit. I told you I ain't want to have no fucking baby, bro.
I can't hear it. Oh.
I told your ass. No, you forcing me to do this shit. I told you I ain't want to have no fucking baby, bro.
I'm tired of you walking out the door when you want to, coming back when you want to, but still.
You already know what the fuck is going on from the jump, though. From the jump. What are you talking about?
I just need help.
Now you gotta deal with this shit. I'm not helping nobody.
You hear that? You know what I'm saying? Like she's saying that she's tired of him walking out the door and coming to and for when he wants to not help her with the baby at all. Again, ladies, one of the best ways to find out what type of man that you're dealing with is to see how he reacts with, reacts during hard times or times of difficulty. You know what I'm saying? And what's the ultimate way to time difficulty? Having a kid, having a baby. You know what I'm saying? That's why you have to have these discussions. Hey, do you want a child? How do you feel about children? You know what I'm saying? How do you deal with difficult issues? Are you a man that could deal with difficult issues or difficult times? You know what I'm saying? Because you might have some dudes that might tell you, like, nah, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? They'll keep it real and tell you, no, I'm not. You understand what I'm saying? And it's not only to just see how hear his answer or how he deal with difficult issues or difficult times. Watch and see. This is where the courtship period is very important, to observe and see how he deals with difficulty, how he deals with conflict. And if you see that he doesn't deal with it well, that's not the man for you. If times of conflict and drama comes up and he's more emotional than you are, or you know what I'm saying, he ready to crash out over the smallest thing, that's not the man for you. You know what I'm saying? Leave him alone. Leave him alone. But if you see him, if you're courting a man and like you like during your courtship period, you see certain difficult moments pop up, and he's handled it smooth like a G. That lets you know, hey, he's the guy. You understand what I'm saying? But with this Pookie Nug nigga, yeah, this ain't it.
Why you let yourself get pregnant and that man said he ain't want no baby? And then, sir, why your ass ain't putting no Jimmy hat on if you knew you didn't want no baby?
Right, exactly. Exactly. As a man, if you knew you didn't want any baby, if you didn't want any children, why did you went raw and didn't wear a hat? Again, hunching for the sake of hunching. And that has to stop. You cannot move reckless as in the faith as you did in the world. People in the faith were still doing this dumb shit.
And girl, why are you allowing this man to go in and out your house? That is not a revolving door. It's either in or out.
You want to help me when I said I ain't want no motherfucking baby? You still went your goof ass and had the baby.
And why would he call Goofy for having this child? That let you know this nigga ain't shit.
Oh, my body. You can't tell me what to do with my body.
Like I said, I wasn't ready to be no motherfucking father. Not even to do this shit on your own. Fuck you talking about? Don't ask me for shit.
Again, he's a piece of shit, and that right there is a grade A bitch ass nigga. And again, if Israel, like I said in my last show, if he was in power, wicked niggas like that, we would take them out back and we send them straight to the Father. Straight like that. Send his ass to the spirit world where he belongs. Talk about you not going to take care of your child. Okay. Hey, man, listen. The Most High going to judge a lot of these pookies out here, man. A lot of these pookies.
Nothing got nothing to do with no motherfucking baby. Just like that.
Well, you know what? He was honest and upfront. Girl, you should have had your plan B sitting on the counter, okay? But anyways, you can't force nobody to do something they don't want to do. So the only thing you can do is go file child support. He probably gonna sign over his rights because he want absolutely nothing to do with y'all. But why is he in your house?
Yeah. I don't give a fuck. I don't.
And again, the point that I brought out last show, that I'm bringing out again. Why is he in your life? Why is he in your life? The Pookie claimed he didn't want kids. Why is he in your life? He didn't want any children, but you do. Why is he in your life? Why you open your legs to him? Why you still continue to sleep with him knowing that he don't want kids? These are discussions that you should have way before y'all get intimate. Way before. Way before y'all ever get intimate. Because once you go there, it's there. You know what I'm saying? Once it's up, it's stuck. That's it. But again, when you hunching for the sake of hunching, you slip up and listen, you get situations like this. You get situations like this. And again, I've seen situations like this spilled into the Hebrew community. Couples get together for barely together for a short period of time. The rib gets pregnant, and before the baby's even born, they're no longer together. Complete abomination. And now Shorty's running around acting like she all high and mighty and be the first. Pardon my French. She'll be the first motherfucker on social media to talk about she not with polygyny. Get the hell out of here. Miss me with that shit. Miss me with that shit. Again, prove them first. Prove them first. Take the time to get to know each other. I got to bring it again. You cannot move as reckless as you were in the world. The scripture should be a guide of how you should conduct yourself in a marriage. You can't be moving as reckless. You can't be, you know what I'm saying? Like jumping into a lake without knowing that it's cold. You can't be doing that. You cannot be doing that. You know what I'm saying? You jumping into the water, and you know what I'm saying? Like perfect example. Like a shower. You know what I'm saying? You go in the bathroom, you about to take a shower. What the first thing you do? You test the water before you ever get in. You don't just turn it on and then just jump in without knowing what's the temperature like. You test the water before you simply move in. You know what I'm saying? And that's something you can't be doing that, bro. Sisters that start to be careful of brothers who say they want children because they will get you pregnant and change up on you. Yeah, that I agree. Because there's bitch ass niggas like that in the truth too. But again, you have to observe how the man deals with difficulty, how man deals with hard times. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like listen, how could I say this? Sure, you may not be able to learn everything there is to know about a person, even through courtship, but through courting, and if you're paying attention, you can alleviate all the bullshit. You can see all the bullshit. Especially, you know what I'm saying? Especially in this situation. Nug Nug claimed he didn't want kids. Okay. She should have picked up on it. No, when I say she could have picked up on it, meaning like, how can I say this? Now, like Nug Nug was saying that he didn't want kids. She was probably so, pardon the French, digmatized that, you know, she didn't hear it, or she wasn't paying attention to him saying that. But now that she get pregnant, now the baby is here, and now, oh man, you know what I'm saying? And that she was hoping that, you know, maybe he'll change his mind once the baby gets here. No, Pookie already told you before that he didn't want children. Why is he in your life? Nug Nug already told you he didn't want kids. Why is he in your life? Understand that. All right, let's finish this out. And say, oh, she thought she could change his mind. Yeah. But see, that's the thing. He has to want to change his mind. He has to want to change his mind. And again, that's no part of it is knowing the person that you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? That'll be like me getting with a woman, and she's saying over and over again that she doesn't want children. We're having unprotected sex. She gets pregnant, and I'm hoping she keep the baby and get mad when she goes in, you know, to the chop shop. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna look like a complete goofball with that. You know what I'm saying? Once she told me, hey, listen, I really don't want children. Hey, you know, and the what, LOI Detroit was the bot. Yeah, proving one another lasts a lifetime, no matter how long you know a person, and that's true. And that's true. But some of it could be done through the courtship period. You know, that was the main point that I'm getting at. You know what I'm saying? Some of it could be done through courtship. Certain red flag, yeah, I don't think this is gonna work out. You know what I'm saying? But others is like, you know, once you get to know each other and you know you feel like you might want to proceed and take it from there, and you know that's where it goes. I said the older we get, the more we become a different version of ourselves, and that person has to be proven. Absolutely, and that's absolutely. And I might touch on that topic in a future subject, in a future class, because that's something that definitely needs to be addressed. But the main part is like being able to prove, you know, the proof of the person who we dealing with, you know, at face value. Let's continue.
What are you talking about? Keep crying. Keep crying. Keep crying.
You would not have
And he's taught her tongue to keep crying.
stayed in the bed.
Oh well, but I told you. So that's what the fuck you signed up for. Now deal with it. Deal with it.
Make up your own shit.
And see, he's a piece of shit. That's what you sign up for. Now deal with it. You know what I'm saying? And ironically, he's right. She did sign up for it. She signed up to be with a shiftless, worthless, irresponsible piece of shit of a man. She decided that that's who she want to lay with. That's who she want to give her body to. And that's who she wants to have children by. And that having this baby would have somehow presto change him into a righteous man. Ladies, you got to stop doing that shit. Stop doing that. Same thing with you brothers. But I'm gonna touch on that topic later. Same thing with you brothers. You know what I'm saying? But again, with you ladies, listen, you have to, again, you should be seeking a man of understanding, a man that's battle tested, a man that could show that he could deal with difficult times and deal with conflict very well. Leave these these pretty boys or whatever type of dudes that you like in the world. You gotta leave them niggas alone.
Just who the hell is this nigga you feels the need to entertain?
Stop entertaining these all-fast niggas, man.
Just go with it day by day, and that shit start getting irritating as fuck.
I don't give a fuck what you
wanna
talking
be
about
there,
or how
who
you
wanna
feeling.
help,
I ain't gonna lie.
You
I
have to
don't
be
give a fuck.
100% or just
Blah.
Y'all gotta stop thinking a baby is gonna make a man be with y'all. Girl, that is not gonna make nobody be with you just because you carried they seed. You got so many men out here, a lot of women carrying them seeds, and they ain't with none of them. You know what I'm saying? So stop having kids to feel like that man is gonna be with you. And when somebody's having sex with you and they telling you all these good bullshit nothings in your ear, girl, stop believing that shit. Everybody say everything when they doing that thing. Okay? Because they just in the moment. So don't believe none of that shit. Believe everything when somebody is in their right mind and they telling you stuff, or believe them when they saying little shit on the side. Y'all better stop trying to make some shit happen that ain't there.
Oi.
So that's it on that. So slack it for going off for the tangent, but yeah, listen, let's brush through our points. Number one, make sure you are emotionally and mentally healed before you ever think about entertaining a new relationship / marriage. Seeking therapy or counseling if you have seek therapy or counseling if you have to. Number two, your standards of what you want for a spouse should change when you come into the faith. Do not choose a spouse with the same carnal mindset as you did in the world, or she gonna be like this lady here. Probably got one for the wrong reasons. Have no reasons to entertain this dude. Period. But decide this who she wanted to be with. Number three, you cannot move as reckless as you were in the world. The scripture should be a guide to how you should conduct yourself in a marriage. And let me get okay. Let me go back to point number one, because I finally found a video that I wanted to show, and now I'm gonna show it. And this goes to show how some folks be playing. Some folks play themselves of calling themselves one a relationship while being damaged and unhealed. Stop it. I mean, wait to the damn commercial. If you guys enjoyed the show, please sign off in the chat. If you haven't already, please like the stream, share it if possible. Because listen, over here, listen, I'm gonna give it to you direct and raw. I'm not gonna sugarcoat things. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I may teach too direct and too rough and abrasive for some, but you know, other folks, listen, it's exactly what you need to hear. Because listen, because life is rough. Life is rough. You know what I'm saying? So if how can I say this? If the stern and strict teachings that I may do, you know what I'm saying? If you don't like that abrasive and that abrasiveness, life could be even more abrasive where you learn things the hard way. I'm just saying. All right, so let's get to the video that I really wanted to start off the show with. Now, this is video for this brother Stop Playing Trey. Like, he does street interviews, and he does street interviews, asking black women certain question. And he asked this lady a simple question, and she went off on a tangent and very combative, and it was bad. So let me say it again. This is fair use, fair use. All right, let's proceed. Wait. Let me know if you guys can hear the sound just before I proceed with this. Oh, we say you can't hear. Oops. Okay. All right. Gotcha. All right. Yeah. Before I get too into the weeds, let me just make sure. All right. The water. LOI Detroit. All right. Yeah. Before I get too into the bushes with this. Okay. All right. Gotcha. All right. Can we start again?
I'm gonna say what the I want to say. If you don't
All right, can you hear it now?
like it, get the around me. I'm very aggressive, and my husband gonna know I'm aggressive. My husband been gonna love me, because I'm so straightforward and real.
You said I'm racist?
We're racist because we black.
No, I'm not being racist. I promise. All right, you guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you to everybody who's been liking the video, subscribing, hyping the videos. You're making the channel come a long way, and I appreciate everybody. Let's get into the video. Excuse me, ma'am. What's the most beautiful thing about a black woman?
And see, this is the question that he asked. What is the most beautiful thing about a black woman? And let's see how this woman takes it. Now, let's see how she responds and where she takes this.
Me?
Okay, I like that. I like that.
You might be on YouTube.
Yeah, for sure. Why do you say me?
I think a black woman, the beautiful thing about a black woman is we could advocate for ourselves. We're black, we're beautiful, we strong. We take care of a lot of shit without a man. We don't need a man for shit.
So
men was mad that we got jobs. The fuck? Weak ass niggas.
If I'm not mistaken, the question was, what is the most beautiful thing about a black woman?
Right. Again, that was the question. You know what I'm saying? How did it get to these men mad? Like, huh? Wait, hold up.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Yeah.
How did we go from that to her insulting men? Does it make sense to you guys? Because I'm kind of confused right now.
So you don't think black women need men at all?
I mean, we need men for all reasons, all sexual reasons. But in all reality, we don't need no man. I didn't watch my mother be a woman her whole life. She didn't need no man. She took care of me her whole motherfucking life. She did not need no nigga. She did not need my dad.
Do you think it would have been easier if your dad was there?
Maybe, but what that would have did?
It would have made it easier for her and for you at the same time. You feel me?
Yeah, because my father was in my life, even though he didn't be there as a man. He was in my life. We talked, we respectfully. I know him, but he don't give a fuck about me, and I don't give a fuck about him, respectfully.
So do you think if he was actually there with your mother, do you think you would have a different mentality on men needing women?
No.
Or, I mean, women needing men?
No.
Okay, so you don't think they...
No.
But
if a female think they need a man, you're miserable. Because...
You hear this? Oh, man. Do you hear this ungodly advice that this damn bird brain done is giving you ladies? If you ladies need a man, you're miserable. Hey man, listen, yo. Oh man, and see that's the thing. A lot of you ladies, you, woo. Okay. I'm sorry. I just thought that was funny. I just thought that was funny.
You don't need shit. You need yourself.
Okay.
And all her bird brain friends is cheering her on. Come on, stop it.
Okay.
You don't think that? Do you think your mother need a man?
I do.
For what?
For everything. I mean, it makes it easier. Life.
You think females need men?
Yes.
I could use my rose and get my nut off. I never needed a man.
But everything is not about sex, though.
And see, that's what I'm saying. And ladies, let me just say this. Let me just say this. I know this is gonna sting. I know this is gonna hurt. Ladies, time candid talks, right? Candid talks. If you have a rose, you have a vibrator, if you have a dildo, you're going off. You're going off. And let me also say this as well, because some of these ladies will talk about, I'm celibate. I've been celibate for 3 years. I've been celibate for 5 years, but you're still using a rose. That doesn't count. That doesn't count. You know what I'm saying? That's just like you know that sounds as goofy as brothers saying, "Hey man, I've been celebrating for 2 years, but you know, every now and again he gets the lotion, he gets on the hub." Like, stop it. Who are you fooling with this shit? That's not celibacy. Candid talks. It's not for everyone. I'm going to be stern and direct with it. That's not celibacy. So let's just get that out the way. You know what I'm saying? Other thing, oh, I'm going to get the rose and get a nut off. Okay, you get sexual pleasure by a battery-operated toy. And then what? When life gets hard for you, that toy is not going to be there to help you. Your car breaks down at the side of the road, that's not going to be there to help you. You have an emotional or mental breakdown and you need someone to comfort you and give you counsel, that toy is not going to be there to help you. You understand what I'm saying? So you're saying all that to say what now? Like you sound stupid. Let's continue.
Everything not money wise. I'm a whole pharmacy technician.
Shalom, Mother Pora. Hope all is well. You might want to cover your ears. Yeah, I'm kind of going into the show.
Get money. Fucking man's money. I have a salary out here. I don't need no man. Men don't do shit but fuck you over, take your life, beat the shit out you, kill you maybe. Come on.
Yeah, that sounds like built up unforgiveness, built up frustration, built up bitterness. And keep in mind, all this brother asked her was name a good quality about a black woman. And she just went off in this tangent on how how bad and how horrible black men are.
Now, real men, let me find a real man in the city. The fuck?
So do you ever plan to get married to a man, or like, are you with a man?
Yes,
or
I want to get married. I do want to get married.
So you would say the same thing to your husband?
I'm blunt. I'm very honest. I'm straightforward. I'm straightforward. I'm blunt. I'm gonna say what the fuck I want to say. If you don't like it, get the fuck around me. I'm very aggressive, and my husband gonna know I'm aggressive. My husband gonna love me because I'm so straightforward and real. No bitch, no nigga like no friendly ass bitch.
The reason why I'm always smiling in situations like this, I don't care if you go back to any of my debates where women get in my face and yell at me, put their fingers in my face and stuff like this. The reason why I always smile is because I do not take them seriously. Like, it's genuinely funny to me when they really think they can get in my face and act like a man and think I'm going to be intimidated. Negative.
Okay. It was nice to meet you guys. Y'all have a good one.
And salute to a friend for getting her out of there, bro. Cause she just make a goddamn fool of herself. Let me play the part that she said. Hold on.
I'm straightforward. I'm blunt.
So do you ever plan to get married to a man, or like, are you with a man?
Yes,
or
I want to get married. I do want to get married.
So you would say the same thing to your husband?
I'm blunt. I'm very honest. I'm straightforward. I'm straightforward. I'm blunt. I'm gonna say what the fuck I want to say. If you don't like it, get the fuck around me. I'm very aggressive, and my husband gonna know I'm aggressive. My husband gonna love me because I'm so straightforward and real. No bitch, no nigga like no friendly ass bitch.
The reason why I'm
And see, this is the thing that she need to understand. The only man that's gonna want her is a nigga fresh out of prison. That's the only nigga that's gonna want her. A thug, a street soldier, a drug dealer, a gangbanger. You know what I'm saying? That's the only nigga that's gonna be cool with that. That's gonna accept that. Any man that's worth his weight in gold, he's not gonna want anything to do with that. Because I'm gonna keep it real with you. Pardon my French, a bitch like that, she's a DV case waiting to happen. She's a DV case waiting to happen. Listen, ain't no woman getting up in my face talking greasy, reckless, and talking to me down to me like I'm a little boy. That woman look like she like 5'6", 5'7", $150 soaking wet. I'm 5'10", 225. You're not talking to me sideways like that. Not happening. Not happening. And any man that has anything to lose, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna peace out. He's just gonna peace out and be like, hey, listen, I'm out. He's not gonna deal with that. He's not gonna deal with that. She's a DV case waiting to happen. And brothers, when courting a woman, when you see masculine and toxic traits like that, run. Run. Don't look back. This goes back to the scripture of Sirach. Prove them first. You have to prove each other. Again, all he asked her was, what's a good quality about a black woman? It went on to men ain't shit. My dad ain't shit. To hell with my dad. My mom didn't need my dad. If you're a woman and you need a husband, something wrong with you. All kinds of ungodly advice, man. And a lot of sisters follow that shit. They follow that nonsense. You know what I'm saying? And this is really for point number one. Make sure you're emotionally and mentally healed before you ever think about entertaining a new relationship, marriage or / marriage. Seek counseling, seek therapy or counseling if you have to. That woman had the same thing in common with Leslie Jones that I played in the beginning of the show. Both bitter, both have unforgiveness, both have resentment towards black men. And instead of going to counseling and therapy to getting that shit fixed, they're going to keep that shit within them and still try to look for a new mate. You tripping. You tripping. Let me go to point number 3. You should not be moved as reckless as you were in the world. The scripture should be in your guide how you should conduct yourself in a marriage. Listen, sad to say, this is some sisters that crept in the faith with that same mindset and still have the audacity to be shocked when they don't get chosen to be a wife. Still had the audacity to be chosen to not be a wife. They get all shocked. Why nobody picking me? And not to go there, but I'm gonna go there. A lot of times it be the dark-skinned sisters, and when they don't get their way, when they don't get a man to pick them, they run around the Israelite community and run around on the social media crying colorism. Oh, the brothers just run to the light-skinned sisters, or the brothers just run to the Spanish tribes, and that's when a lot of the acrimony where a lot of the Southern Kingdom women had towards the Northern Kingdom women, because for the most part, a lot of the Hispanic and the Native American culture, they don't push this hardcore rabid feminism as Black America. You know what I'm saying? That's keeping it real, and not just Black America, Black America, Black Caribbean. You know what I'm saying? Black Caribbean as well. You know what I'm saying? In the Caribbean community, with Benjamin and Levi, listen, a lot of that rabid feminism crept up in there too. And they had the audacity to get mad when you see that no man wants them. No man wants to deal with that. You tripping. You are tripping. And this new point I'm gonna bring in, and it's very important for you ladies. Be very careful who you take relationship advice from. Some women will purposely give you bad advice to sabotage your relationship. As you heard from the segment with the young woman, what she said, if you're a woman and you need a man, something wrong with you. And some goofy bird brain sister that gonna listen to her and say, yeah, that's right. The hell with these niggas. You know what I'm saying? And then they go out in the world, think they could be boss man and all of that. And Esau, as you can see, they cutting down a lot of jobs. What was it last year? 300,000 Black women lost their jobs. 300,000. That's a small country right there. And guess what? With the advent of AI, more women are going to be losing their jobs. Not just Black women. More women are going to be losing their jobs. With the advent of AI. So I should have had more points on it touching this, but most are willing in the future show. Listen, all this anti-male, part of my friend, fuck these niggas mindset, the rabid feminism, straight up misandry, because that's where we're at now. Straight Black misandry. We don't need no man. Man can't do shit for you. All they do is beat you and kill you and stuff like that. Listen, man. You might want to shed that poisonous mindset, because what's gonna happen is that when all hell breaks loose, men is gonna see you. They're gonna remember some of the stuff that they was seeing on social media, and they're gonna leave you alone. They're gonna leave you to the elements. And listen, you're gonna be finished. And with no one to help you, you're screwed. You are screwed. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna say it like this. Again, this is Candid Talks. I keep it straightforward, straight and stern and direct, not sparing feelings. Ladies, if you're single or you know someone that's single, your daughter, your sister, your aunt, your niece, whoever, please, if they want to listen, please let them know. Understand this. No man likes a bitch. Understand that. No man likes a bitch. All that, you know what I'm saying? You know who likes that? Betas. You know who likes that? Pookie. When you go to work and bust your ass, he at home sitting on your couch watching TV, eating Captain Crunch. That take your car when you at work and drive around and you know go chill at his homie's house or go chill at his side chick's house. Them dudes like that. A dude that a brother that has something going for himself, that got his head on straight, especially have a mind for the Most High. He gonna see a woman like that and be like, hell no, absolutely not. And this is where the courting process is important. You know what I'm saying? If you're courting a woman and you see some of that, and like, nah, and just be out. You know what I'm saying? And you know, me, I'm not in the dating world because you know what I'm saying. Gotta get myself together in certain areas. But if and or when that day comes, listen. If I even catch a whiff of feminism, a whiff of misandry on you, I'm out of here. She has a problem taking advice from men. I'm out. I'm out. She's been listening to some of these man bashing content creators on social media. I'm gone. Go ahead with that. For you brothers that enjoy that, good luck. It's all on you. For me, absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? Ladies, be very careful who you take advice from. All right, now let me go. Let me get back to the scriptures. So Sirach. Yeah, we back at 6. Yeah, Sirach 6, but we're going to verse 5. Wait. Sirach chapter 6, and we're at verse 5. Sweet language will multiply friends, and a fair-speaking tongue will increase kind greetings. So again, you know what I'm saying? Verse 6. Be at peace with many, nevertheless, but have one counsel of 1,000. So yeah, listen. If you want to make friends, listen, you gotta learn how to be friendly. Especially to you ladies. Understand that. You know what I'm saying? There's nowhere in the world that you calling yourself a husband and you walking around with a what they call it, a resting bitch face. No, absolutely not. You walking around, a man make eye contact with you roll your eyes, or you just had this mean look as if you just woke up on the wrong side of the bed. You know what I'm saying? You walking outside just giving this mean look towards everyone. You know, as if your cat died or someone stole your pet dog or something. And then why are men approaching us? Why are men approaching me? Because you got a fucked up face. Like, what kind of nonsense is that? You gotta learn to be friendly, to be polite. This is where, and a lot of ladies seem to have a problem with this. To fit feminine and friendly. You got to be feminine. You got to be friendly. Know what I'm saying? Brothers, you too. You can't be like super, you know what I'm saying? Conan the Barbarian all the damn time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, be laid back. Be chill. Be cool. You know what I'm saying? Be cool. You know what I'm saying? Be suave. You know what I'm saying? Or the Spanish are suave. You know what I'm saying? Be a little smooth. Be smooth. Next scripture. Proverbs 18 and 24. Trying to rush right through this. Proverbs 18 and 24. A man that has friends must show himself friendly. And there's a friend that's sticking closer than a brother. Yeah, listen, if you want to make friends, you know what I'm saying? If you want, especially with a spouse, listen, you got to learn how to be friendly, man. Got to be friendly. You know what I'm saying? You can't be bitter. You know, you can't walk around with bitter, anger, malice, and you wonder why I can't get a spouse. Listen, get the healing you need and go out, you know, be friendly. And while you being friendly with, you know, with a potential mate, you know what I'm saying? That's the courtship comes in, and you got to prove them. Get to know them, know how to deal with conflict, with difficulty, with problems, with issues. You know what I'm saying? Again, brothers, you can't be Dan Conan the Barbarian and one. Yeah, man, I don't know why these women don't like me. Yeah, because you're a damn beast. You know what I'm saying? You're a damn beast. I mean, yeah, be masculine. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm not expecting you to be. I'm not expecting you to be Ralph Tresvant. You know, you need a man with sensitivity, a man like me. No. You know what I'm saying? I'm not expecting you to be, you know, be soft and, you know what I'm saying, you know, a simp. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You can't be Conan the Barbarian either. Yeah, be masculine, but, you know, you gotta be smooth too. You gotta be cool, laid back. And ladies, you know, you're looking for a husband, you know, a sister looking for a husband, you gotta tell her. Even if it hurts her feelings, turn down the masculine stuff. Stop being masculine. You know what I'm saying? Stop being mean. Stop being bitter. You know what I'm saying? Let's jump up to verse 22. Proverbs 18:22. Whoso findeth a wife findeth a good thing and obtain favor from the Lord. Favor of the Lord. Yeah. So how does a man find favor, find a good wife, or find a wife? By proving her, by taking time to know her. Again, it's not a race. It's not a race. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take the time to know each other. Or what's gonna end up happening, you know, y'all gonna hunch, you know, because y'all horny, and then next thing you know, how can I say this? Y'all get to a point where y'all find out the hard way, y'all not even compatible with each other. You know what I'm saying? And that's not good. That is not good. Let me see. Check my notes. Like, all right. Well, yeah. Get in my next video. Couple more videos, and I'll close out. Okay. All right. This is the video. I know you guys see it. This is the singer slash actor Tyrese, his ex-wife, and not the first one that he had his older child with, where he had that breakdown on camera. It's just his second rib that had divorced him, and here's the confession that she made a few months ago. Not a few months ago, a few years ago. I think like maybe 2021, 2022. Let's see what she has to say.
If I had different people in my ear at that time, I would not have made that decision. No, I wouldn't. And that's the truth. I try my very best at this point in my life to be what I didn't have in that moment. Because I think that I was, women were like, I'm an extremely emotional person. People that know me know that about me. I'm the kind of person that like, okay, I feel so strong, and I can ruminate. I can get so lost in my thoughts. I know a lot of women are like that. Like we're a lot, not all of us, right? But some of us are. Just like a lot of men can be like that. But I know women specifically, I'm ready to be done. I'm ready to be done. I'm ready to be done. I can't stand this. He don't do this. He don't do that. Blah, 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 blah. And we're just focusing on these things. And because you don't have a certain person in your life to check you and say, sis, what about this? What about this? What about these strengths? What about what he's not doing? What, like those types of things? That can get you thinking about the positive aspects of this person that you may not be thinking about when you're upset. You're only thinking about what you're mad about. You're not thinking about all the other positive aspects of this person. And so in those moments, you need somebody.
Yeah, and that's the end of that. The caption says, Samantha Lee, Tyrese Gibson ex-wife, regrets listening to the wrong friends and filing for divorce. She says she wished someone had to check her and point to the positive aspects of her marriage instead of being driven by emotions. So yeah, just go back to the point of what I was saying. You know, to you ladies, listen. Let me. Was it the point for the women? Be very careful who you take relationship advice from. Some women will purposely give you bad advice to sabotage your relationship. You know what I'm saying? This is Tyrese, his second ex-wife, Samantha Lee, that she's saying that, hey, listen, you know, that the only reason why she divorced Tyrese was because she had the wrong people in her ear. That every time where they have any small problems, you know what I'm saying, you know, her friends will tell her, get rid of that nigga. You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem with a lot of you ladies. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you, you know what I'm saying? A lot of you ladies, how can I, yeah. How can I say, a lot of you ladies, you have the wrong people in your corner giving you all kinds of jacked up advice. So when the least issues that come up, you know, what's the ultimate answer they always jump to? Break up with him. You know what I'm saying? The least thing that I go through, what's she saying?
Girl, you better leave that nigga.
That nigga no good.
You understand what I'm saying? That's the first thing that they're saying. The first thing that they're saying.
Girl, I don't know why you put up with that mess.
That's the first thing they're saying. Instead of having the right people in your corner telling you, hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, all relationships have their ebbs and flows. Some days will be better than others. That's just how marriages go. But unless it's anything egregious, you know what I'm saying, you really shouldn't be leaving them. You understand what I'm saying? If it might be a separation period, yeah. If it's egregious enough to warrant the separation period, okay. But if it's not that, then listen, just calm your ass down. You know what I'm saying? And obviously the relationship wasn't that bad. You know what I'm saying? For her even saying, hey, you know what? Maybe I should have stayed. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, maybe I should have stayed. Just something to keep in mind. Hey, maybe I should have stayed instead of being quick to run out the door. You know what I'm saying? So let me get the Slack here. Let me get the scripture. We in Sirach 37. Oh, Ecclesiasticus, the son of Sirach, verse 37, and let's start at verse. Yeah, Ecclesiasticus 37, and let's start at verse 7. Every counselor extolleth counsel, but there is some that counseleth for himself. Verse 8, beware of a counselor and know what need he had, for he will counsel for himself, lest he cast the lot upon thee, and say unto thee, thy way is good, and afterwards he stand on the other side to see what befall thee. You know what I'm saying? So listen, you gotta be very careful who you take counsel from. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to something as serious as relationship and marriage. You gotta be careful. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like what the scripture says. You know what I'm saying? Let me read it again. Verse 38. Verse 8. Beware of a counselor and know what need know before what need he had, for he will counsel for himself, lest he cast a lot upon thee. You know what I'm saying? And say unto thee, that way is good, and afterward he will stand on the other side to see what befall thee. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like what you see on Looney Tunes, the old Looney Tunes cartoon, where usually like Yosemite Sam or something, or Wile E. Coyote, you know, tell, hey, go sit right over there. You know what I'm saying? And they have you go over there, and they run to the other side. You know what I'm saying? Hoping you step on the trigger and get blown up. You know what I'm saying? And when it doesn't happen, they get confounded, and then they do want to check the trap themselves and get blown up. It's kind of like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing, ladies. You need to understand, misery loves company. There's a lot of sisters out there that are alone, bitter, miserable, that have eaten the poisonous fruit of feminism. And you, who might be married and have a husband, They may hate on your relationship and want you to join them in the world being alone and miserable. Don't fall for it. Do not fall for it. Brothers, you too. You know what I'm saying? You have some brothers, and I heard some horror stories of this going on in the faith of um what they call in the world dirty macking. You know what I'm saying? Brothers will purposely give you wrong advice to sabotage your relationship because they're secretly lusting after your woman. You know what I'm saying? And you know, the minute that you know y'all no longer together, he gonna try and make a run and try to get at her, which is wicked as hell. And the Most High is gonna judge people who judge the brothers who do that nonsense. Let me see. Verse 10, Sirach 37, and we at 10. Consult not with one that suspected thee, and hide thy counsel from such that envy thee. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So if you suspect someone that's envious of your marriage, do not take advice from them. You know what I'm saying? You have relationship trouble, they should be the last person you should be going to for counsel. Ladies, if you know, you know, if you with your man and you're having relationship problems, as long as not anything like really egregious, let's say your bitter Betty friends, your bitter friends that you know that pretty much hate men, and you know what I'm saying, um, you know, on that I am woman, hear me roar, you know, on that type of time, it's best not to let them know your relationship problems. Same thing with with you men, you brothers, you know, any brothers that might be on that key man woman's haters club thing, yeah, you know, or you suspect a brother that might be, you know, secretly, you know, on some luster rhymes, you know, yeah, there's this there's this term that brothers use for a brother that's super starving and be lusting after any woman he sees. Instead of busting rhymes, we call him lusting rhymes because he's just so damn starving.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
Yes, sir. The straight, you know, starving after, you know, starving for a woman. Listen, if you know any brothers like that, do not bring your relationship problems to him. Understand that. Verse 11, neither consult with a woman touched in her of whom she is jealous. Neither, you know what I'm saying? So ladies, you might have sisters, you might have sisters that might be jealous of your marriage. Might be your friend, it might be a relative. You might have a husband, and your sisters, if you have any, or your cousins may not. And you know, you might be the only married woman in your family, and the other women are low key or maybe even high key, you know, hating on your marriage. Do not consult with them. You know what I'm saying? You might have a hating ass woman on. You might be the only married woman on your job. You're probably in your department. You know, don't let them know anything that goes on in your marriage. That's a fine way to bring trouble in your relationship. It said, neither cowards in the matter of war, neither with merchant concerning exchange, neither with a buyer selling, nor envious man of thankfulness, or the unmerciful man touching kindness, nor with a slothful of any work, nor hireling for a year, or finishing work, nor the idle servant of much business. Hearken not unto these in any matter of counsel. You know what I'm saying? Because listen, all those people are going to give you the wrong counsel. That's basically what he's saying. Verse 12, but be continually with a godly man, where thou knowest to keep the commandments of the Lord, whose minds according to thy mind, and will sorrow with thee if thou shalt miscarry. And let the counsel of thy own heart stand, There's no man more faithful unto thee than it. You know what I'm saying? So that's it on that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, understand that. Got a couple more points. Let me wind it down. Let me just kind of breeze through it. You all heard this, the whole thing with Big Tigger. You know, the whole thing that goes on with his, with his marriage. The whole nasty fight with his wife. And listen, for this going for the brothers. Listen, sometimes, how can I say this? Relationships do break down. Things do get slacking. Slacking. This is me. Sometimes relationships do break down. Sometimes, with the ups and downs, sometimes things, get worse. It is what it is. And listen, bottom line, every day won't be smooth sailing. Let's just get that out the way. Sorry. Let's just get that out the way. So sometimes, things will go left. Things will go left. So let's watch the situation with Busta Rhymes. No, Busta Rhymes. Big Tigger, and let's proceed. All right. Allegedly, this is the whole situation of Big Tigger, quote unquote abuse with his wife. You know what I'm saying? They got into an argument, and she grabbed his phone, and all he's trying to do is get his phone from her and leave. And she is, basically dragging it. Listen, we all seen this video, so yeah. Let's play.
Do you not see Autumn cry?
My phone.
Tigger,
Give me my phone.
do you not see Autumn cry?
Give me
Bro,
my phone.
why
Stop.
did you
I'm
do
not
that?
doing that.
Yes,
She
you did. You
dropped.
did.
She dropped. She dropped.
Bro, you're literally stepping on her.
I'm not stepping on her, Alex. I just want
Bro.
my phone. She can give me the phone and it'll be over. She can give me the phone and it will be over.
Bro, just get over her. She's gonna give.
She, and that's what I'm saying. She being over dramatic. Oh my God! Like girl, stop. You know what I'm saying? And listen. Sometimes relationship has its moments where things go left, and that husband, wives get into, have situations where things could potentially go there. You know what I'm saying? And how could I say this? Brothers just be circumspect on how you move during those times, especially with the fact that in this society, listen, they will this system will basically nail you to the wall. Listen, they'll basically nail you to the wall if you dare. And not if you dare, if you was to get into any kind of domestic violence situation. Understand that. You know what I'm saying? And what makes it worse with the situation was that, and I felt, I low-key feel like the Big Tigger was low-key set up. You know what I'm saying? Because he, because like how the son, the stepson magically had his phone out and record the whole thing and we're amping it up. Oh, Mr. Tigger, what are you doing? Oh, Mr. Tigger, like man, shut your ass up, man. Like stop. And listen, I'm sorry, it couldn't be me. It couldn't be me because I'd have been. I'm glad it's not me because I'd have been barked on or something. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, go sit your little soft fruity ass down. Like, stop. You know what I'm saying? And again, she's being overly dramatic and stuff, and you know, try to get him in legal trouble. And to make matters worse, yo, she did something really egregious, man. She did something really egregious. But I'm gonna play this follow-up video again.
My phone.
Tigger, get off my phone.
Do you not see all them crying?
Stop. I'm not doing that.
Yes,
She
you did.
dropped. She dropped.
Bro, you're literally stepping on her.
I'm not stepping on her, Alex. I just want
Bro.
Hey, you see how he's being so like, hey, you gotta understand. Hey, I'm just because listen, he knows the situation. He knows the predicament he's in. He has a lot to lose. He's a radio host. You know what I'm saying? So she cries DV or her son cries DV. He's out of a job and he's looking at jail time. You understand what I'm saying? So he has to like play it safe and be like Ned Flanders or like Mr. Rogers. You know, because if he was to be masculine, tell that little fruit cup, man, go sit your little feminine ass down. You know what I'm saying? They use that as like, see, he's abusive. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be careful with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
do you not see all them crying?
Stop. I'm not doing that.
Yes, you did.
She dropped.
You know, and she crying as if he really doing anything. Like, stop it.
Stepping on her.
I'm not stepping on her, Alex. I just want her phone. She can give me the phone and it'll be over. She can give me the phone and it would be over.
Bro, just get over her. She's gonna get.
You know what I'm saying? Which is off, man.
My phone.
You know what I'm saying? Let me oh jeez, let me pause this. And this is a point to the brothers, and we kind of speed this up. Sometimes it's best to separate yourself from your spouse if the disrespect becomes too much or if any forms of domestic violence happens. You know what I'm saying? Listen, sometimes relationship goes left. Things get hectic. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And listen, so sometimes, not in all cases, but in some cases, domestic violence pops up. Brothers, you know, again, this is what I'm saying. Why it's not good to be with live wire, rah women. Situations like that, and she hooking off on you, and if you dare defend yourself, you know what I'm saying? She could play the victim, call 911, and guess who's going to jail? You are. You understand what I'm saying? It's something to consider. You know what I'm saying? So like when it comes to situation of the woman you're with, that's acting up and that's bugging out, and you've been with her umpteen years, and it's like, yo, man, like what's going on? And which goes back to what's it, the box point, you know, what he made earlier in the show, like, hey, listen, let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I find it. Yeah, the older we get, the more we become a different version of ourselves, and the person had to be proven. Yeah. So listen, you could be. Shout out to the brother Chronicles of Judah, another fellow Israelite, another strict and straightforward and direct historic brother. You know what I'm saying? Those who know who he is know who he is. You know what I'm saying? But one thing that he says that many women don't agree with is the woman is on a lifetime probation. Lifetime. You could be with a woman 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. She's on lifetime probation Because she could be cool when y'all got together. She could be cool years 1 to 5. She could be cool years 6 to 10. But year 11, she'll switch up and be on some bullshit. And you might have to chuck the deuces and be out. You know what I'm saying? Or you might have separated him like, hey, listen, you might have to go on ice for a while. I might have to put you on ice for a while. Fall back from you and stop dealing with you because you're out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? Let me watch Pink Book Lessons. Just hold up. Just for this this small thing. It's just real quick. The egregious thing that she did. This one, the Sister Pink Book Lessons. Let's make it quick. She does do a lot of good videos about accountability in the Black community, and this is the one she did with Big Tigger's wife. And yeah, this is the egregious thing that she did. If you don't know, just listen.
That's a 2026 Brandy from Thin Line Between Love and Hate, aka Alicia Brown, the wife of morning show radio host Big Tigger. The one.
All right, that's the name, Alicia Brown. And let me say, this is fair use.
Woman that's been in the blogs for a month now after she came out with this video here, looking crazy on social media, fake crying, and wrote for someone to ask her husband what happened, while tagging his female co-host, exposing Big Tigger to immediate backlash. We're talking about a man that had been in hip-hop media for decades, ever since the BET days in the basement, never had any reported issues before. Over all these years, he was hit with a scandal that would jeopardize not only his career, but his freedom and his life. Then after people did exactly what she wanted them to do, which was jump on him with accusations, she came out blaming folks on social media for basically believing the false narrative she painted. In a statement, she said, "I want to be clear." She said, "I have never called my husband an abuser. Social media has drawn its own conclusions from information that was shared, but those conclusions are not statements I have made." And when she came out with that statement, right then I knew this lady was crazy. Before even finding out about her ex and what she did to him, it's very apparent that she came out playing in everybody's faces, a clear narcissist.
So that's basically what she did. So she pretty much did. For those who seen the movie A Thin Line Between Love and Hate, she pretty much did what the character that played by, was it Whitfield, Brandy. You know how she pretty much beat herself up and lied and said that the guy Martin Lawrence character did it. That's what she did. She beat herself up, got on camera, started the crocodile tears, and in the caption put ask Big Tigger how this happened. So everyone asked her husband, yo, why's your wife got a scar on her face? You know what I'm saying? And then she wrote a statement backtracking, backpedaling and say, hey, I never said that my husband did this. Like, that bitch is crazy. Like, what's wrong with her? And again, that's really egregious because she's painting him as an abuser. And again, brothers, I get it. You've been with your woman 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. They could switch up on you on some bullshit. The wrong people get into her ear. You know what I'm saying? She might see a new dude that she might want to leave with. You know what I'm saying? She might listen to this poisonous music and it put a spirit on her and she start rebelling. Brothers, you got to be prepared to fall back from her. You know what I'm saying? You know, if things get too crazy, especially for your own safety. Especially for your own safety. Because in many states, listen, all she gotta do is call and say that you hit her. It could be a lot from the pit of hell. You going to jail. You understand what I'm saying? You gotta be careful with that. And listen, not for nothing, once the relationship gets to that point, your marriage is basically over. Because you're involving the boys on a situation where that could get you legally jammed up and or deleted. You know how some of these trigger happy cops get. You know what I'm saying? Listen, once you get to that point where cops are getting called and all that, yeah, y'all might have to fall back from each other. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to the scriptures. And also, let me say this, ladies. I get it. There's situations in your marriage where it might not be as egregious as this, but y'all might have problems where y'all might have to separate and stuff. But let's see what the scripture says about this topic, about this issue. Oh damn. Okay. Yeah, I'm moving on the right track. Okay. Okay. Slocky. All right. All right. Let me kind of heard this on Slovakia. 1 Corinthians 7, and let's say, let's start at verse 7. First Corinthians 7:7. For I would that all men were even as I myself, but every man that had his proper gift for the Most High, one after this manner, and another after that. I say therefore to the unmarried and widows, it is good for them if they abide even as I. But if they cannot contain, let them marry, for it's better to marry than to burn. So yeah, Paul's basically saying, hey, listen, it'll be good that if we just all be single and just do the ministry full time. But he knows that not everyone has it like him, where you could be that way. So it's like if you have a desire to have a spouse, hey, get married. It's better to marry than to burn. Let's continue. Verse 10. And the married I command, yet not I, but the Lord. Let not the wife depart from her husband. But if she depart, let her remain unmarried or be reconciled to her husband. And let not the husband put away his wife. So yeah, this is the point I wanted to get to. If there's a situation where y'all might have to take some time away from each other, do that. But ladies, understand this. Those two are your only options. You know what I'm saying? Stay single. Stay single to I guess till your man dies, or be reconciled back to him. Because y'all going through a separation is not a green light to go hop on the next man's rod. Absolutely not. That's adultery. That is adultery. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Those are your only two options. And brothers, you know, again, there's some situations you might have to fall back and separate from your wife. But if it's like, you know, if it's something that could be worked out, try to work it out. But if it's something where it's too far gone, where boundaries have been crossed, like she committed adultery or she tried to do bodily harm to you or try to set you up or something real egregious, that's when you put her away. You know what I'm saying? Let that be the end of that. But let me read that again. 1 Corinthians 7:11. But if she depart, let her remain unmarried or be reconciled to her husband, and let not the husband put away his wife. You know what I'm saying? But 12, verse 12. But the rest speak I, not the Lord. If any brother have a wife that believeth not, and she be pleased to dwell with him, let him not put her away. So yeah, brothers, you might have a situation where maybe your sister may not, and the sister pause. Your wife may not be a believer anymore, but you know what I'm saying. You know she don't. You know she understands that you're still in the Israelite faith. You're still rocking out. You're still being gung ho, serving the Most High. So she's gonna respect you, respect the foods you eat, the foods you don't eat, the feast days and stuff like that. Don't put her away. You know, that's still your wife. You know what I'm saying? And the woman which had a husband that believeth not, and he be pleased to dwell with her, let her not leave him. You know, same thing with you women. You know what I'm saying? If your man, you know, I guess he falls out the faith or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But you see, you still gung ho about the Most High, and he's not trying to hinder you, you know, worshiping and serving him. Don't leave him. Verse 14, for the unbelieving husband is sanctified by the wife, and the unbelieving wife is sanctified by the husband. Else were your children unclean, but now they are holy. Verse 15, but if the unbelieving depart, let him depart. A brother or sister is not under bondage in such cases, for the Most High called us to peace. So yeah, if you know, for brothers, if your woman start bugging out because, you know, she wants to, you know, go back into the world and go back into the streets, you know what I'm saying, to be a damn harlot, you know what I'm saying? Listen, let her go. Let her go. You know what I'm saying? She meets some new dude that you know that she, you know, she want to, you know, get in the bedroom with. You know what I'm saying? And now she's willing to sabotage what she has with you, the years and decades that she built with you to be with this new dude. If she does that, that's on her. You could put her away. It goes to my final part. For the ladies, I already brought that out. It is okay to separate from your husband for very serious issues, but that is not cue. That is not cue or your cue to go be with another man or men. Remember what the scripture says, and we just read it. 1 Corinthians chapter 7. The point is at 11. You know what I'm saying? For you brothers, was that the final point? For men, under egregious circumstances and as a last resort, if relationship issues cannot be resolved, it's best to divorce the woman and let her go. You know what I'm saying? And the last scripture for this lesson is that the book of Sirach. The book of Sirach, chapter 25 and verse 26. If she go not as thou would have her, cut her off from thy flesh, and give her a bill of divorce, and let her go. You know what I'm saying? So so yeah. Listen, if the arguments and the fussing and the fighting, if it gets physical, if it gets to the point where cops are being called, where it gets to a point where she try to set you up and falsely accuse you of domestic violence or something more egregious, it's best to let her go. If she on some wanted to go back out in the streets and be a damn harlot, you know what I'm saying, or go jump on the next man's rod, listen, there's nothing you could do about that. I mean, yeah, you could try to fight for your marriage, but once you have her mindset to listen to her friends or listen to some dude in her ear or listen to, what the poisonous music industry is pumping out there, you know what I'm saying? She listened to all these wicked ass worldly carnal songs and they put spirits on her. Now she feels like she's missing something by being with you and being a good wife. And she feels that she got to go back out there and do something. Listen, man, it's best to cut her off.
Cut that bitch off.
Cut her off. Cut her off. Especially, again, with domestic violence situations. That can get you jammed up, man. That can get you jammed up. Brothers, that stuff could really mess your life up. For brothers, if you're in a state where you could own a pew pew, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, catch a DV charge. You know what I'm saying? First thing the cops gonna find out, are you your license to carry? Oh, you are. Oh yeah, yeah, we gonna need that gun. They're gonna confiscate all that from you. And good luck getting it back. You understand what I'm saying? And in some states, understand this. In some states, even you get into a situation where the woman was beating on you and you defending yourself and she called the cops and said you hit her and blah blah blah. You understand what I'm saying? If it's like a repeated action and stuff like that, even if it's a case where she don't want to press charges, the DA or whatever city or state you're in could press charges on you on your own without your wife's permission. That's not something you want to get caught up in. That's not something you want to get caught up in. So again, when your relationship gets to that point, listen, it's over. And you want the funny thing is, for most brothers, you may not, if you're a situation where you've been in a situation where your relationship goes or your marriage goes kaput, a lot of times you don't find out the real cause of it till way after the fact. Months, sometimes years later. Well, most of the time, years later. Someone was in her ear telling her to leave you. Her friends, you know what I'm saying? Her friends was hating on your marriage the whole time. You know what I'm saying? And it was constantly wearing her down, telling her to leave you. And one day she finally, she finally caved and started listening to them. Or some new nigga popped up, you know what I'm saying? And he was pressing her and she gave into temptation or something like that. Or social media, or you know what I'm saying, or the music industry with these songs got your woman feeling that she's missing out on something by being a good wife. So now she longing to get back out there, you know what I'm saying, and you know, be a big harlot like the rest of these hoes out here. Listen, again, if it ever gets to that point, don't get into no DV situation with your woman. If she want to leave, let her go. You know what I'm saying? If a situation where she's coming at you with a weapon or something, defend yourself. Understand that. I will always advocate for that. But if it gets to the point where she's trying to get you jammed up in the legal system and try to accuse you all kinds of egregious shit, it's best to cut her off.
Cut that bitch off.
Cut that bitch off. Cut her off. So that's just it, man. Hope you guys are edified. Listen, it was a very long class. Salakia for being MIA for the past couple of weeks. The water for you guys that's still here. All praises to the Most High. Sister Tahar laughing as usual. Yeah, man. Listen, you listen. Listen, the sound effects were funny as hell, but sometimes, listen, it's needed. It's needed. It's needed. That's an excellent brother, Dewada. All praises the Most High. Dewada, hope you guys are edified. Yeah, if it comes to abuse, it's time for the papers. Exactly. Dewada, Yashawan.
Cut that bitch off.
Cut her off. You know what I'm saying? You do not want to get jammed up in the legal system with DV at all. Yeah, dumb. Oh, yeah. I might do that in a future show. I might cover that more in depth in the future show. But yeah, she's in legal trouble for something more egregious on top of that. So yeah, that's just it. I just want to say, give all praises to the Most High, B'Shem Mashiach Yahushai. Before we go, let's get our closest scripture. As you know it, Numbers the 6th chapter. I know some brothers have to dip off because they got to go work early. The playback will still be here. All right, Numbers 6 and 22. The Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto Aaron unto his sons, saying, On this wise he shall bless the children of Israel, saying unto them, The Lord bless thee and keep thee. The Lord make his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. The Lord lift up his counsel unto thee and give thee peace. And they shall put my name upon the children of Israel, and I will bless them. All right, so that's just it. I hope you guys enjoy the class. To be continued. We could maybe not the next class, but I will be continuing on marriage, courtship, relationships, and stuff like that, because this is something that Israel desperately needs. So that's just it. Just giving all praise to the Most High. B'Shem Mashiach Yahushai. Hope you guys are edified. Until next time. He said, make sure I see you next Tuesday. Most High willing, you will. Most High willing, you will. Get all praises to the Most High, B'Shem Mashiach Yahushai. Most High willing, next week. Shalom.